Today I want to talk about Quinn Ewers, Cade Klubnik, and what I learned from watching the Texas 6A1 state championship game. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. Today, let's talk a little bit about Texas 6A1 football, the state championship, because I'm actually the degenerate here who was watching high school football alongside the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens and was way more interested in the 6A1 state championship game because college football is what I'm here for. And I like the NFL and I like talking about the NFL. Y'all don't necessarily want to hear me talk about the NFL. You want to hear me talk about college football and recruiting. So I was also taking a look at this because this is my first opportunity to actually see Quinn Ewers in a live environment and against the best competition he's going to face all year. And in his junior season, he's living up to the billing of being the number one player in the country. He's got all the tools, right? We see the arm strength, we see the velocity, and we see the touch, most importantly. What Riley Dodge has been able to do with that offense is awesome, right? I mean, Jalen Greathouse and on it goes. They just can't stop anybody. That's how they got beat 52-34. But Ewers also threw a couple picks in there, and we saw the defensive MVP, like the offensive MVP, did not come from South Lake Carroll. It came from Austin Westlake. But Ewers goes 23 of 39 for 350 with 3 tutties and those picks. But Cade Klubnik stole the show for me. 6'3", 185. Actually a dual threat quarterback because they had some design runs for him. He's also very good on the outside. Had 97 yards rushing on the ground and was efficient as all get out. 18 of 20 for 220 yards. And then, we saw Zane Miners, who's committed to Yale, go for over 100 yards, but he got like a bunch of it on like his first play from scrimmage for him, like 79 yards to the house. But this game was actually back and forth for a while. And then Austin Westlake just scored 31 unanswered and put the game out of reach for the Dragons. There's also a lot of just awesome storylines here. For those of you who don't know, it's locally been called the Dodge Bowl because Todd Dodge coaches Austin Westlake. Riley Dodge coaches South Lake Carroll. Some of y'all remember Riley Dodge as Max Prep's Player of the Year in like 2006, one of the best quarterbacks in the country that year. His dad, Todd, took the head coaching job at North Texas, and then Riley went to go play ball at North Texas for his dad. And since then, they've both been outstanding about putting out really outstanding talent, quite honestly. But what I thought was really interesting to look at from the standpoint of Ewers is just what he has to work on, right? His feet are good. His mechanics are great. He's just got to learn to read coverages a little bit better. And you know what? To that point, Riley Dodge had said he's going to get better. Like they're getting to the point where he's sitting in the film room and asking good questions and able to read the coverages. And he's doing more than, just reading one side of the field. He's learning to read the entire side of the field. Read the entire field. And he's had some great assets out there at wideout to help him. Matter of fact, I think it's like Brian Boyd, who's committed to Minnesota, he had over 100 yards receiving in the first half. So the offense is going to be there. They just got to get defenses to stop people. And they'll be okay. They'll be back. But not bad for the number 10 team in 6A1 going against the number 4 team in 6A1 to try to go and win a championship. But if you're an Ohio State fan and you're watching this, everything's fine. Quinn Ewers is a dude. We all know that he's a dude. Against good secondary competition, he was good to decent, right? Want those 2 picks back, surely, but one of those came at the end of the first half and was just him chunking it up. He chunked it up late. And that probably ill-advised, but I don't hold that against him. What I thought was really encouraging to see that I don't see from many juniors in high school is the touch he put on the ball. Like I mentioned it earlier in the video, but to see him split safeties down the middle and hit his dude in stride, that's special. To see him plant his feet and go. To see him actually get rushed and have to throw off his back foot as he's going backward and still put something on the ball. That's special. Those are things you can't teach. The other stuff, Riley Dodge is going to fix, and then we're going to have perhaps a Ryan Day to fix those things as well. But I think, if anything, Cade Klubnik has proven that he's going to be a dude. Like, he's a 4-star quarterback, so we already know he's a blue chip dude, but I'm going to be interested to see how his recruiting goes, who settles on him as the guy they want to be, or want him to be the quarterback for them. And if that is indeed a place in and around Texas, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him. And I think there's a lot to take away from that. Other thing to sit there is that, these teams are so well coached and they're so good at knowing what they're doing and knowing their scheme. And then they read and react. It was a lot of fun to watch those two teams play. And you rarely see high school football that is that technically sound, right? You're usually used to seeing penalties all the time, holds all the time, guys picking up personal fouls, stupid penalties. You had a couple of those, but not really. This was a very clean game, and it was a high-scoring game, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm glad that I sat there and I watched it. Also, you get Texas high school halftime shows, which means you get coaches with big black Stetsons on talking ball, and I really enjoyed that. But again, outstanding play from both the quarterbacks. Cade Klubnik got the better of South Lake Carroll. Quinn Ewers, I think, is going to be back. All right, that is it for me. Deuces.